Welcome back to AccuWeather Ahead. Let's take a look at the tropical outlook here across the Atlantic and into the Caribbean. We're looking at nearly record warm waters. In fact, it is actually a record warm mean water temperature for this whole chunk of the Atlantic right now. If we look at where we are on the calendar, this early in the season, this is the warmest we have been historically, 2.5 to 4.5 degrees above average. It's been fortunate that we have not seen any preseason storms this year, despite the warmth. But again, you may have a whole lot of sugar sitting on the counter, and that doesn't mean you're going to necessarily have a batch of cookies. The warm water is one of the big factors, one of the big ingredients, but there are also some competing factors like wind shear. We've had too much wind shear. We've had a lot of dry air out there that has also prevented us from seeing any early season storms or preseason storms. Now, we could still see some early season action. In fact, we likely will. Around the end of next week, we'll be watching for this general zone here around the western end of Hispaniola into Jamaica and into eastern parts of Cuba, into the Turks and Caicos, eastern Bahamas. There could be some heavy rain and some strong indications that there's going to be some extra moisture here and heavy torrential downpours. And if that organizes enough, we might see an early season storm. Now, we are looking at an above average season, and that's not a surprise here. Our long range team is forecasting a 10 to 15% of 30 named storms. That would tie the record from 2020. If we see 30 named storms. So a 10 to 15% chance that we actually tie the record. But overall, we are expecting between 4 and 7 major hurricanes. That's above average. We average about 3 major hurricanes in the Atlantic basin. And we are looking at a greater likelihood of impacts near the Texas coast, the Florida Panhandle, South Florida, and the Carolinas. And we'll be watching. Again, we're expecting 20 to 25 named storms. Last year we had 19. And we're expecting 4 to 6 direct U.S. impacts.